The one I don't currently have. Grow it out and I'm wishing I had short hair again. Cut it off and by the third trim I'm ready to grow it back out. I had hair almost to the middle of my back by May of last year. Got it cut off and enjoyed it all summer, then the regret set in. It's now barely long enough for one very short and stubby ponytail or two piggies. How I deal with it when I run. My current plan is to grow it out to just above my shoulders. The one I don't currently have. I feel seen winking face. Anything shorter than shoulder length for me is harder to style and make my wavy hair look weird. When longer I just let them dry naturally and it's all good. I noticed when my wavy hair is shorter, I need to blow dry it straight but air dries straight when longer. The weight of the hair helps straighten out the waves, so longer, but not too long, is lowest maintenance for me. That's the problem, right? It's beautiful when it's long but it's heavy and a pain so you cut it and regret it and then love the short hair cause it's easier to care for but miss the beautiful length. I prefer mine short but long enough for a ponytail. This is literally one of my biggest struggles too. OMG. As someone with really fine hair, I've always kept it short because when it's long it seems like my hair is more prone to hairfall plus I just look like a wet dog when I'm sweating. Imagine wet dog during a bath. Just flat, no volume whatsoever, just Voldemort doing errands. Voldemort doing errands. I'm rolling. Same, my hair is very very fine. I love playing with my hair when it's longer, but it's so limp and paltry. I have been growing it out over the course of the pandemic but I'm ready to go back to a pixie, especially with the summer heat soon upon us. I just cut off my long hair because it was too much maintenance. I miss how nice it looked but short hair looks good too and is more practical. I find short hair as high maintenance. Long hair is easier to take care and style. It's an endless cycle. I like having short hair up to my chin, and then months later I'll have long enough hair that would cover my boobs and I'd love it for a while and just like a switch had been turned I'd hate the amount of hair and I'd chop it off into chin length again. Months later? It takes me like 2 years to grow my hair from a bob to boob length. It's also pretty wavy and shrinks up, but damn I still feel jealous. I love both a bob and long hair equally. It's the awkward, 2-year growing phase that gets me. It's the main reason I wore it short for years, but I would flip-flop more if it only took a few months. Short by far it's so much lighter. I have thick wavy, curly hair and it can be beyond a pain. I'm with you. I have mermaid hair and 95% my hair is in a messy bun on top of my head. I noticed that when my hair is at a certain length, it's really hard to work with. The only thing that I like about long hair is when I want to braid it, it looks really good. And maybe if I have a good hair day, it feels great. But with long hair, a good hair day is pretty rare for me. Short hair, resting on my shoulders, makes life much easier. Washing your hair, drying your hair, styling your hair doesn't take as much time. When I have short hair, I don't mind when it looks a bit messy or playful. So smaller details don't matter to me that much. But when I had my long hair, it had to look perfect. One small piece out of place? I had to straighten it. So you've guessed it. Short hair is my favorite. But I like switching it up. I usually let my hair grow and chop a big chunk of my hair once, or maybe twice, a year when I'm tired of it. Long hair because pigtails. Same. Lowest maintenance ever. Short hair. Because it's much easier to style and maintain and because it accentuates my side profile. I have a convex face shape and a weak chin. I used to try to hide my weak chin with longer hair but with short hair there's nowhere to hide. I'm now discovering I actually quite like the shape of my face. The downside is that the back of my neck gets chilly. I've not been through winter with short hair yet but it's coming and I think I'll need to wear scarves the whole time. I always go back and forth. When I have short hair, I miss being able to braid it or pull it back properly. When I have long hair, I miss the style of the short hair. For me, short hair was more maintenance. Needed cuts once a month to maintain and required drying, styling time. I have mostly straight hair but with one wave right about ear length, so it's more obvious with short hair. Long hair is just wash, braid, and go. You summed up my feelings and experience word for word. I love them both. I feel so elegant with short hair, but so powerful with long hair. I can't decide. I just can't. I cut them only once a year, which is not healthy, but I cut them short and then I let them grow throughout the year. Short. Faster, easier to wash, comfier to sleep with. I like having my neck exposed. Weird, I know, and I just look better with shorter hair. Plus I've had lots of people tell me, Asian girls look weird with long hair, so I'm kind of self-conscious about having long hair now lol. Asian girls do not look weird with long hair. Super short. Like pixie cut. I had gorgeous, thick, wavy, chestnut hair down to mid-thigh until 5th grade, then got it all chopped into a pageboy. I grew it out to the middle of my back, then got the Rachel haircut my senior year of high school. I've been getting gradually shorter ever since. I will never go back to long hair. I look better with long hair. Short hair's so much easier to care for, but it makes my face look fat. It's so strange. Same problem here. I'm very moon-faced and short hair doesn't flatter it whatsoever. I have had really long hair for most of my life. I recently cut it short, and I love it. It's so much easier to maintain now. I think I'm probably going to keep it like this for a while. I even think it looks better. Same. I kept my hair between chest and waist length for my whole life, and a couple months ago I had this "I need to get this cut" impulse. I got a bob and I'm so happy with it. So much easier to care for and I think it looks cute AF. Short, no question. It's so much easier to deal with on a day-to-day basis. I'm also not concerned at all with what other people think about how women should wear their hair, particularly based on your age or religion, which are big concerns where I live. I think I prefer the look of my hair long, and how there are more styling options, fr. But short is just easier to maintain and not as fussy. Right now we're working with awkward growing out phase, lol, which is a nightmare. I had a pixie cut until mid-teens, then I let my hair grow long for a couple of years. I've had a bob cut for years now and I'm never going longer than that. It's comfortable and it looks good on me. I adore my pixie cut less than 3. Short. Easier to maintain. I have a long bob so just past my shoulders. Short because it's easy to take care of and you use less product. Long because my head looks like a bowling ball when it's short. Short, without a doubt. Apart from the obvious freedom and ease that comes with it, I feel like I cut mine when I finally felt confident enough to be myself and not hide my face and my personality behind super long hair. I think people notice too. I feel like women with short hair exude confidence and style. Maybe because their femininity doesn't seem to depend on how big their mane is. I'm relearning real femininity RN. I chopped my long curly hair for a pixie cut and wow, it really forces you to reconcile your idea of femininity and how much of it is a social construct. I can be hot and feminine with short hair and I don't need a man's attention to prove it. I think most women who chop their hair like this are faced with this, and I do think that's why they exude confidence and style. So you nailed it. Smiley face. I love my short hair. So much easier to stay and not always in the way. I will never go back to having long hair. I like how long hair looks, but that's it. I hate washing it, straightening it, brushing it. Everything. I hate finding hair everywhere. I feel most like myself now I have a fade. It's easy to look after and I feel more feminine oddly. That and I can just go to the barber every 6 to 8 weeks to get it done and it's cheap. I definitely prefer short hair as I get older. But it might also have to do with having a toddler. I have very thick curly hair and when it's long it's very high maintenance and it's a fun toy for my small child. I usually just end up putting it up for convenience, but that aggravates my migraines. Short hair means I can put some curl spray in it, let it air dry and it looks great. It also sheds less and my toddler isn't as interested. Short, shoulder length, all the way. My hair is fine, so when it's too long it tends to look ratty. Short. Much easier to maintain and less weight to carry around.